What if I told you there's a gun that challenges everything you know about conventional firearms? A gun so unique, so revolutionary, it doesn't rely on conventional ammunition at all. Intrigued yet? Brace yourself, because this is not science fiction. This is the story of the metal storm and the technology that rewrote the rules of firearms as we know them. All right, picture this. Traditional firearms need magazines, chambers, and individual bullets. These components are essential for loading, firing, and reloading throughout history. It's a system we've come to accept as fundamental to every kind of gun, from pistols to rifles. But what if you could completely eliminate the concept of magazines? No more cartridges to replace. No clunky reloading process. Sounds impossible, right? That's exactly what the Metal Storm technology achieved. Metal Storm is a concept first imagined and developed by Australian inventor Mike O'Dwyer in the late 1990s. This firearm does away with magazines and chambers entirely. Instead, all the ammunition is stacked sequentially, one round directly behind another within a single barrel. But wait, wouldn't the bullets just jam into each other if you fired them? Here's where it becomes fascinating. The bullets are separated by a small amount of propellant. This meticulously calibrated gap ensures that each bullet can be fired in sequence without colliding with the one behind it. No physical mechanism, not even a hammer, is required to load or fire these rounds. Instead, the Metal Storm firing system uses electronic ignition. When you press the trigger, electrical impulses ignite the propellant surrounding each round. Think about that for a second. No mechanical parts moving to load the next bullet. Just pure, uninterrupted chain reactions of firepower. It's clean, efficient, and frankly, jaw-dropping when you see it in action. With no mechanical bottlenecks, you can fire rounds at absolutely mind-boggling speeds. In fact, Metal Storm holds the Guinness World Record as the fastest firing gun, capable of firing over 1 million rounds per minute. Yep, you heard that right, 1 million rounds per minute. Try wrapping your head around that. But let's get practical for a moment. Why would anyone create something so extreme? Well, the speed and simplicity of Metal Storm's design make it versatile for a range of applications, from military combat to law enforcement, and even futuristic border security measures. For instance, Metal Storm was envisioned as a rapid response system to intercept incoming projectiles or drones. Imagine a swarm of high-speed drones approaching. This weapon technology could create a literal wall of bullets to stop them in their tracks. And here's the genius bit. With remote activation, Metal Storm could be left unattended but ready for action at any second, a dream scenario for automated defense systems. But there's more. The Metal Storm platform can also fire non-lethal rounds, like tear gas, rubber bullets, or even water projectiles. That makes it adaptable to crowd control situations, minimizing the risk of serious harm. Still, Metal Storm wasn't without controversy. Critics raised ethical and legal concerns over its potential use, particularly how its unmatched firepower might lead to devastating civilian casualties in the wrong hands. Questions arose. Does such technology violate international laws? Is humanity ready for weapons designed with this level of destructive efficiency? These are questions we're still grappling with. On a technical level, the Metal Storm system also faced logistical challenges. Since the bullets are pre-stacked in the barrel, the weapons had to be reloaded entirely at the factory or assembly facility. This restricts flexibility in field conditions, especially when compared to traditional magazine-based weapons. And while it's revolutionary, it isn't exactly scalable for every day or every scenario. The focus seems to shift more toward niche, high-tech applications. But what blows my mind isn't just the gun itself, it's the potential ripple effect. Metal Storm isn't just groundbreaking because of how it fires, it's about opening the door to a new mindset in firearm design. Could other innovative ammunition systems arise from this? Could electronic ignition and recoilless operation become the standard in the future? It's hard not to wonder what this means for the future balance of power worldwide. And if you think it's been forgotten, think again. Engineers and weapon designers are still exploring ways to incorporate aspects of the Metal Storm system, refining its flaws and amplifying its strengths. As we move toward an increasingly automated and digital future, Metal Storm might not remain an outlier. It could very well be the first glimpse into what firearms, and maybe even combat itself, look like in a world where AI and robotics are taking center stage. Imagine remote-controlled drones using Metal Storm technology, or even orbital space defense systems preloaded with electronically fired projectiles. Let's take a step back for a moment. The invention of the firearm as we know it relied on gunpowder, muskets, and physical labor to reload and fire shot after shot. Then came the revolver and repeaters, followed by the fully automatic machine guns. But Metal Storm? It's almost like skipping an evolutionary phase altogether. It didn't just improve existing concepts. It shattered them, offering an entirely new way of thinking about firepower and efficiency. And the implications don't stop at firearms. The underlying technology, specifically the use of electromagnetic ignition and stack-loaded systems, could be implemented in industries outside of weaponry too. High-speed industrial manufacturing processes, space exploration needing rapid mini-burst propellants? Who knows? The possibilities, much like those million rounds per minute, are endless. So next time you think about firearms, take a moment to appreciate just how far we've come with technology like this. From black powder to electronic firing mechanisms, the way we use and think about weapons has transformed dramatically. And thanks to Metal Storm, the possibilities for what comes next are wide open. Whether that future excites you or terrifies you, one thing's for sure. The story of the Metal Storm is one you won't forget anytime soon. And that's the mind-bending, record-shattering story of the Metal Storm, where ingenuity meets the limits of modern technology. Now that you've seen what's possible, how do you feel about the world of firearms redefining itself? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to follow for more jaw-dropping episodes about the fascinating and sometimes almost unbelievable world of firearms. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep questioning the impossible.